Hello Gemini, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. Alright, so this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level. Okay, swung right out. What it is that they are feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. Oh boy. For those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. I do not channel through any spirit guides, any goddesses. So when I target, it is exactly what I or who I want to channel. It is possible to channel from your higher intuitive self, but you got to be a little careful. I do not channel through any spirit guides because sometimes you can actually channel the wrong type of spirit. Could be negative energies, jinns, demons, evil spirits. And this is the reason why I do not channel in that way. This could be somebody from your past, somebody that you may have had a connection with romantically. Perhaps there is a lack of communication now. This could also be somebody that you've met and you know there's a whole lot of chemistry, a lot of energy, but no one's really speaking up. So I'm going to go through the cards first. We have here actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My goodness. 5 cards that I categorize as very dark and dreary. First card's the strongest. We have here boundaries, followed by Wild Woman. That for me is my sneaky behavior card. Embracing the shadow. Fear. Pleasure. Illusion. Sensuality. Mothering. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, we have beauty. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. Dear Gemini, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. And for me, the easiest thing was to put up walls, to put up these boundaries. If it's out of sight, it'll be out of mind. I don't see it, so I don't have to deal with it. But the truth is, I've betrayed you. You thought you knew me, and it turns out you never really knew me at all. The connection that I have built with you, there were too many cracks. The foundation was weak. In this connection, there has been deceit, deception, lies, being caught red-handed, cheating, breaking your heart. When you assumed that I was doing this, nope, I was doing that. I know I've hurt you, and I just don't know what to do about it. You trusted me, and I broke that trust. This vow that I had, it's meaningless. And it makes me feel so uncomfortable and so awkward because I realize that you have seen a side of me that is very impulsive, compulsive, and aggressive. You've seen a side of me that is my shadow side, the side that I never wanted you to see. But the truth is, Gemini, it's a part of who I am. But the things that I have said and done and the fear that exists. This fear, this anxiety, paranoia, it all exists because of the things that I have done to you. I'm actually nervous. I feel nervous around you. I feel intimidated, but not only that, at this point, the things that I have done, I feel unworthy. In fact, I feel that you deserve better. And the thing is, in this connection, yes, there has been above and beyond pleasure. So much pleasure. To the point where I have now put boundaries on this pleasure. No more pleasure. The pleasure that I had, this was not only emotional, but very physical and very spiritual. Making my heart happy, making my soul happy. And yet, do I show this to you? Nope. I hide behind a false mask. I hide behind a veil. And I don't tell you what it is that I'm truly feeling. To you, I now act very detached, very distant and cold. I do know that in this connection, the distance that I've kept from you, the truth is the only reason I'm doing this is because I'm feeling awkward, is because there's this feeling of just being uncomfortable. That's the only reason. If I had courage, if I knew what to say and how to say it, I would not put up these boundaries. And I would not feel fear. There is a sense of sensuality. There's no doubt about that. I do feel that in this connection, you and I are very close. Sensually. You're so alluring, and everything about you is just so tempting. You are very, very gorgeous, very attractive. And in you, I have found someone that has so much unconditional love. The type of love that you have, this is sacred, it's pure, it's true, it's clean, it's innocent. And this is what I've put my boundaries to. This is who I hurt. This is who I lied to. And this is who I fear now. And I act emotionally distant, emotionally detached because of myself mistreating somebody as beautiful as you. I see you now not only on the outside as a beautiful person, but as a beautiful human being on the inside as well. Your charms, your beauty, your charisma, your talent, your character, your personality, all of that. And you have this way of being one with nature. And I see that I can see my reflection through the looking glass. I don't like what I see. I don't like who I am. I do see that in this connection, you and I, we radiate. But the thing is, your shining aura radiates this energy onto me. And sometimes to you it may have felt as if I'm just a vampire sucking the life out of you. An energy vampire. And the truth is, I really do admire the things that you do, the person that you are. But I never really valued you the way that I should have. This is the reason why I feel I just messed up. And the easiest thing for me to do is put up my boundaries because I feel fear. That way it'll make me seem as if I'm still on top. because, oh, it's so important for me to be on top. Do I feel fear? Am I paranoid? Absolutely yes. Do I feel awkward about the situation? Yes. Am I able to release myself from these thoughts and be with you the way that you would like me to be? No, I cannot. I still have a lot to learn, especially when it comes to communication. Having an open, honest dialogue. That is what I need to learn. All right. Gemini. This is huge. There's something going on here where definitely something happened, but there's so much distance between the both of you. And it was because this person was not truthful. They hurt you in some sort of way. And it was something that you did not expect. That's the type of unfortunate surprise it was. And they also feel that the situation between the both of you has gotten very awkward. And that's also what makes them nervous. But they pretend as if nothing is on their mind and nothing bothers them at all. Now that's a problem. All right. I have here the Beginner's Tarot, and with this deck, I like to go a little bit into the past to have a look at what happened in the first place that may have caused any problems. Things were going great, but then something happened, and you may have noticed a difference in this person's behavior or certain things that may have occurred. You may have noticed some changes. Now, I do want to make note that these I do read in the reverse, so please keep that in mind. I do read these in the reverse, and I go a little bit back in time to see what happened in the first place between the both of you. Some of you may be thinking, oh, this was my fault. Maybe I could have done something better. Well, we are going to see. For those of you that never received any closure, hopefully this will perhaps help some of you. And this could be for those of you that have felt abandoned. This person could have ghosted you. They could have faded over time. Definitely something happened and it caused a problem. Let's have a look. King of Staffs. So you were dealing with somebody who acted very confident, acted as if they were the master of all trades, right? They also acted as if they were very supportive. Now, you didn't know at the time that they were acting, Gemini. That's the thing. Here, what happened now is that this person wanted to harness these particular forces, but they were not quite strong enough to do so. This talks about someone who seems supportive and very confident, but is not reliable. So two things. This person could have just simply been immature and inexperienced, or they were extremely clever and they just tried to play the part of a king, being somebody who was very in charge. This was somebody who seemed supportive. They may have made a lot of promises, but they were not able to deliver. And the issue here is the fact that they are coming up as a king, right? We have here the Seven of Arrows. The Seven of Arrows, I'm going to read the whole thing. It talks about being very defensive, cautious, and self-protection. This person at some point in time was feeling very vulnerable. The inability to defend oneself in a difficult situation. Need for caution and examination. Paranoia. Feeling defensive, feeling guilty, and denying the need for any sort of protection. Guys, the word paranoia is here. Paranoia. Feeling defensive, feeling guilty. This is what happened. Your person of interest midway while they were with you and while they were doing whatever, they started to feel these feelings and emotions, and they started to take a step back. At that point, you may have thought still that you both are perfect together and things are working out, but internally they had like checked out, like clocked out, right? In their mind. Not because of the things that you have said or done. Guys, this is not a you problem, Gemini. This is a them problem. Why on earth are they paranoid? They're paranoid because something like this happened to them before, or something like this happened to somebody that they know, and they are afraid that it was going to happen to the both of you, and that you were going to do something to them. That is why they took a step back, and they just didn't really push forward. Like they weren't really working towards this connection. What I'm seeing here is most of the initiative could have been coming from you. That's what I'm seeing here. Because of the type of cards that are coming out, it does show me here that your person of interest may not have made a lot of, or taken a lot of effort, right? Or made special sort of arrangements, or made plans and things like that. I do see this person not doing any of that. Maybe they did a couple of times, but it appears if there's a connection between the both of you, I see that you were doing this more than they were. And this was simply because they actually were also feeling guilty. Slowly, that guilt was creeping up. Why guilty? Because they were with you for the reasons that they thought were right. Selfish. But they were not for the reasons why. Oh, God, let me rephrase that. But they were not with you for the reasons that you thought were the reasons why they were with you. Why am I not making sense, guys? Yes. Their opinions versus your opinions were different, according to where this relationship was headed. That's what it was. That's simple. So simple. Just say it that way. I actually heard that. Okay. Why don't you say things simply? Why don't you have to make it so complicated? I'm hearing that voice too. I see the name right in front. Gabriel. All right. Archangel Gabriel. We have here, this is, guys, this is the Beginner's Tarot. All right, so we have here the Seven of Pentacles. Now, it does appear that your person of interest feels that they have invested some type of time, energy, and effort into this connection. They feel that they have given, and so based on whatever they did or whatever they gave, they thought that, they think that something will come in return. So they are going to reap the rewards, right? The problem here is that there's a long waiting game. And what I'm seeing, it gets even longer because we actually have the Hermit here. This is not bad. It is actually good to have the Hermit, I've seen. Many of you know that already. Because your person of interest is going to be waiting, but then, boom, they're in the Hermit mode. This actually does mean that in this connection, your person of interest well, they used to be a certain way, but now they are reflecting and trying to see what they can do differently. Why do they do the things that they do? Why do they act in this way? Why do they treat you like this? This is something now that they're reflecting on, right? Something that they're finally thinking about. And with this idea, with this thought that they have, they're finally keeping themselves in seclusion, isolation. They're trying to contemplate. They're contemplating. There is a sense of introspection, contemplation, isolation. So They are really trying to understand who they are and why they do the things that they do. Now, keep in mind, they're paranoid. This means even if they're with you or they are with somebody else, they're still going to be paranoid, which is the reason why they're in this hermit mode, because even if they're with you or if they're with somebody else, that attitude and that mindset is not going to change. And this is why they are in this mode. Now that is the wisest thing that they could do. Crosswatcher, very good. That's the wisest thing anybody can do. Take a step back and reflect. We also have here the Three of Pentacles. Now, for some of you, this could also be someone who you have worked with in the past. It could also be somebody that you're working with right now. And the individual that you're working with, you know them through an association or through somebody. There is love developing right there. If that does not apply to some of you, this is also somebody who simply wants to manifest with you. They want to have a partnership with you. They want to construct something with you. So they want to be in a situation where they can be in your presence, but also have the advantage of being with you and working with you, but also being there romantically with you, right? Even if it's kind of like a hidden sort of feeling. This person does want you. They are just really, really confused right now. Not only that, but I see here with the Nine of Wands, they are quite overwhelmed with responsibilities. Too many demands being put on their shoulders, too many burdens, to the point where certain things are too much for them to handle. And before they even tackle this situation with you, what they need to do is tackle and handle all the other things that they're dealing with and just get rid of that first, and then they can be with you. So even if you were thinking that this person, maybe they were not giving you that much time, energy, and effort, I do see with the Nine of Wands, that also means that their entire effort, it was kind of being, it wasn't equally distributed, right? They could not give you the time, energy, and effort that you deserved, that you needed. And that may have upset some of you, that this person may have made promises, unreliable, remember? They may have made some promises, but they could not keep them. Some of the reasons, guys, is because this person is genuinely simply just overwhelmed. Now, somebody can have even a little bit of work, but they take a long time to do it, right? Everybody's different, right? That's the thing. This person may just have a few things in their life that's going on, and it may just take them forever to finish it. Some people have many things, and they're able to manage their time. So whatever the situation is, I definitely see here a desire to be with you, but I also see here a lot of obstacles that this person is trying to get over. There's a lot of restrictions and things going on here that are obstacles that are holding him back. Responsibilities, things that need to be done. And nobody else can do it, only they can. We also have here the Queen of Cups. With the Queen of Cups, there is definitely a lot of love here. Your person of interest here sees you as somebody who has a lot of love to give, and they see from you unconditional love. The love that they see from you is unconditional, and they feel it, they know it, they sense it. This is something that they don't get anywhere else, and they feel that coming from you, it actually means a lot. Now, this love also is very nurturing. So it could be that in their childhood or in their youth, they actually did not receive as much as they should have to be a happy, growing youth or child, right? They may never receive that. So there's something very, very special about you, Gemini, where they feel that you have a lot of gentle, nurturing, caring love to give. And that's really sweet. Everybody needs love at any age. All right, guys. I have here Archangel answer cards. Just going to do a quick prayer. All right, first card, the strongest we have here, just flipped right over. Get more information. So these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. All right, so we have here get more information. We also have remain positive, followed by wait. After that, we have perfect timing, and then we have trust. Communicate clearly. And I only pick the top cards. If the other cards are meant to come out, they will come out. But I do pick the top cards because that is the one that has the most amount of energy. This is the way I read. Okay. All right. Wow. Beautiful opportunity coming. Beautiful. Guys, we have here, first card's the strongest. Get more information. This does show me that there are certain pieces of information that you may not be aware of. There may be certain things, right, going on in this person's life, right, in their youth, maybe when they were a child. Or even recently, they might have been in a relationship that really hurt them. And so they just do things like hurt people, right? Psychologically, there might be something going on, deep down inside. And whatever they are doing, it's because of the past experiences. Okay? And people don't deliberately want to hurt the other person when they're in a connection. It just happens because one is not resonating with the other person. It is very rare, but of course there are terrible people out there that may go out, just for revenge or just try to do something nasty to somebody. But this is not what we're talking about here. We're talking about people that are just genuinely in love and trying to make relationships work. This person has gone through something or is going through something. And for that reason, there's distance. There are issues. This is why it says here, when this card shows up, get more information, which shows me that there is a lack of information and more needs to be experienced, understood, more needs to be known. This information could be how to communicate clearly. It could be understanding what this person went through. It could be how to handle a certain situation, how to handle somebody that may have gone through trauma. There's so many different things you may learn in the coming days. But it's important for you to keep your mind open and to be open to receiving, because we do have here an opportunity coming. They're also saying here to remain positive. This is very important because by remaining positive, we are also attracting positive energy only if we remain positive. They are telling you here, we have a timeline. Wait, things will happen in divine timing. It will happen when it's supposed to happen. In the meantime, definitely get more information, but also trust in the divine. This is the holy white light of God, the one source in the universe. For me, this is Jesus, and Jesus is Father. That's who I believe in. That's who I worship. I believe in all gods, many gods, but I worship one God, rather like God and then Jesus. So I also have here, communicate clearly. So there does seem to misled. I'm getting the word misled. So somebody here feels like they were misled and misunderstood. And this is the reason why communicating clearly is very important. If you have a chance, let's not mock this person. Do not taunt. Do not be sarcastic. Use that opportunity. If you're going to be sending a message, a text message, for example, let it be short and sweet and to the point. Do not write paragraphs and paragraphs or pages and pages. Write a few points, 5 points maximum, and be very concise, right? So when you do that, your person of interest will not get lost in the details. They will know exactly what you mean because the information is not overwhelming. Also, the less we write, the more respect an individual kind of receives, because then they don't, if we act like a rare diamond, we will have value, okay? If you give yourself too much, too fast, too suddenly, there's no value. There never is. That happens to any person, any commodity, anything. If there's too much of anything, there's hardly any value, right? So you have to be maybe a little stingy with your words, but definitely to the point. Here we also have if you believe. So there's a sense of belief here where if you believe, then things will work out. They can work out for you. However, you have to remember to remain positive and to get more information about the situation and just to have that belief. But all this comes also with pure communication. We also have here the overall arching theme, opportunity. This is gorgeous because this does show me that Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel are saying that you are going to receive an opportunity, and if and when in your life, if you ever do, as advice, if you ever receive opportunities, be open to receiving. You never know what you might get. Sometimes it's terrible. Sometimes we take an opportunity and it turns out to be absolute crap. And we feel hurt. We feel like, why did we do this? In life, that is also a lesson that we have to learn. And this is not you, but this is for your soul. There's a difference. But you are with your soul. You're a part of your soul. The soul's working through you. Your soul has a goal, the soul's goal, to be bigger and better than what it was before. To learn all things and to experience the good, bad, and the ugly. Before we come to planet Earth, sometimes we ask these things and we make a contract and we know what it is that we are going to go through. But because we're on planet Earth, negative energies live just above and below the surface of the earth. So the devil throws in a monkey wrench here and there in our book of life. Who rewrites it? God and his angels, celestial beings. It's massive. There's too much that goes on. This is just for one individual. Imagine, right? Billions of people. So opportunities will come, but it's important to not say no. Let's not say no to opportunities. But I also want to say, if some of you feel that an opportunity is coming and that is relationship-wise, it is extremely important that you don't rush into it. You have to heal first. You cannot jump from one relationship to the next because it's like an open wound. It is an open wound. These things take time. Do not do the thing where people say, I'm going to distract myself. No, that never really gets you anywhere. So definitely be open to opportunities that come to you. Take it as it comes, but take things slow. Don't rush into anything. Gemini, that is your reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope I was able to I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situations. Do let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. And I do read the comments as much as I can. I do try to reply as much as I can. And for those of you who are new, not only based on your comments, but based on the readings that I do, I have created another channel that is Asnointia Audio. You'll see that on that channel, the videos are absolutely free, just like this channel. And it's all educational. It's content that I have created for you. And it's based on the stuff that all of us go through in relationships as well. So I have relationship-related advice videos. I also have some on past life and spiritual connections, that sort of stuff. And I have one on negative energies, what and who are negative energies, how to recognize and remove such things from your life. Also, you will find on my website, if some of you are interested in readings and love readings, I do have some readings available. Right now, I do have the love reading available where you receive a PDF plus an audio. And also there is the chakra checkup package where I help you get rid of negative energies from your home, around your aura, and inside of your body so that there is more peace and harmony. This is to align your mind, body, spirit, and your soul. Anything that's karmically owned to you that will come to you, or owed to you that will come to you. Anything written in your book of life will come to you, as long as you don't have negative energies. Some of you may want to explore this relationship further, and it may, most likely, it's 100% of the time, it is a past life spiritual connection. Sometimes it could be from a future life, which is a slightly different anomaly. It's different, but it's still in the package. The time could be any place and any time. The majority of the time, it is in the past, though. So I just wanted to let you guys know I do have those packages available right now. And if you want, please do read the description because I have all the descriptions written down. Please do read the description before you place an order. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Please let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. And I will see you all again. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Bye now.